And then there is the ever-hanging issue of Hindi imposition. People from the south feel very strongly about it, especially the politicians. And that's why Hindi imposition, after a parliamentary panel made some proposals, became a big incendiary topic. Here's what the Democratic Newsroom thought about it.
As a South Indian, this is one of my favorite annual political stories, and the amount of emotion that goes into it in the southern states, especially Tamil Nadu and Kerala and Karnataka, over Hindi imposition. They're bringing it from the north, they're shoving it down our throats, and obviously MK Stalin this time, and now also Mr. Pinarayi Vijayan, slightly more muted though, but even Karnataka becomes a very big deal. Akshita, you're also from the south just like me. How pained are you by this Hindi imposition?
I think rightly full debate Tamil panlama. I feel it's very legit because people in the south and states in the south don't know Hindi, don't have access to it, so don't impose it on them. They have one message which is very clear. Yes, you need one balancing language or something that reaches out. Keep that English. Why do you impose Hindi?
In Karnataka, as much as the Kannada Rakshana Vedike are generally supporting the BJP, when it comes to Hindi opposition, they're always against the BJP. So any boards that have Hindi on them completely, they painted it black completely. So Hindi, you know, and this whole misconception about how people of the south don't want to learn Hindi, or we hate Hindi, or we refuse to learn Hindi. That's not true. But the point is, when it comes to medium of instruction or education, when you don't learn it in your own mother tongue or English, which we have a better flair with, it generally sets us back.
The problem is
learning through a mother tongue always gives you better instincts. So why should people of the north or the Hindi belt always
the bigger question is, when
have
anyone said that Hindi mein hi baat karna hai, you will not talk in any
what
other
the
language.
parliamentary panel
It also suggests that in other states the regional languages will have more than
the
Hindi.
medium of
They said IIT, IIM, central institutions will have Hindi.
So what? All that is not there in states. But in others,
you'll also have your regional. Nobody said you will not talk in your regional language. You will.
No, but if you're saying medium of instruction, then that's a declaration. That's basically a rule that's being put.
Which means you'll have to speak that language to learn.
So it's basically only politics, because there is election, because MK Stalin wants to be the bigger star than he is in Tamil politics. So what you need a villain, you make Hindi the villain. Hindi, you're a bigger star on Lallan Top. Hindi. You're a big star. Okay.
But I can do the same thing. I can say,
that is different from imposing Hindi.
Come speak in Tamil.
I would love to learn.
Come speak in Tamil. As a North Indian, if you speak in Tamil, people will be like, wow.
Wow, and I would love to
learn. No, but loving to learn is different from imposing it on people.
I'm sorry, there is no imposition. The fact remains, yes, there is reluctance. The moment Hindi becomes the language to earn money, everyone and their aunt will speak Hindi. And thank you, you spoke of the Hindi film industry. Hindi news channels, Hindi serials, everyone's learning Hindi. Hindi is one language that unites from Ladakh to Lakshadweep. One language that unites us is Hindi.
Each one of us sitting here speaks a different mother tongue. And yes, because we work in an English channel, but I think more than English, Hindi could become an Indian-linked language.
Why?
Because, for example, the French. For example, the French. Even in Canada, there are areas where you don't even speak in English because it's French. They take pride in that.
Do that with Tamil. It's older than Hindi.
So why not English? What's the big deal? We're living in a globalized society now.
I agree.
It
Let's
up
keep
more
it with English.
opportunities. Why are we underestimating English also?
There are ways to energize Hindi and spread Hindi without affecting India's standing in the world.
अंग्रेजों की भाषा बोलने में let's speak English. लेकिन अपने देश की भाषा हिंदी, you have a problem. Limit of being a slave. What slavish mentality is this?
No, it's not about slavish mentality. The deal is, who has made you king? Most of us who are sitting here propagating Hindi needs to be spoken, will be spoken. Less than 40% or just about 40% of this country speaks Hindi. What's happening right now in China? There's a surge in people wanting to learn English. Mandarin is not being spoken right now in China, especially where kindergarten is concerned, for the first time. Hear me out.
Which is why they're importing English.
When you talk about as a link language, I am sorry, whether you like it, whether you don't like it. Just because we are the north of India and we are closest to the power center doesn't make our language bigger than, say, a language of Tamil Nadu, West Bengal, the east. What is your link language? Forget about the south. What is your link language to the east?
Okay,
it's English.
It is English. Two of the biggest so-called, so-to-say superpowers in many ways beyond America are actually China and Russia. both Russia and China take a lot of pride in making their languages official.
My point is China and Russia are different examples because they've got massive disadvantages. India has an advantage that China is trying to take away, which is having English as a widely spoken language. Which gives us a standing in the world. The problem
preach to people in the south and even the east, or maybe anyone else, Shiv, is that, why are you not open to Hindi? That's the argument that's often put forth, right? So then with English, that's exactly the same case.
Yeah, so
that's
expand
exactly
Hindi.
the same case with English. Why do people then say, instead of English, let's do Hindi? If you're talking about employment opportunities, you get maximum opportunities by knowing
So
English.
basically the debate comes down to why a foreign language? Why should we
I disagree because you look at Rajasthan, Uttar Pradesh, Bihar, intelligent, incredible, excellent people, bright minds.
Give me 3 more other states which speak Hindi. Madhya
But
Pradesh,
Madhya Pradesh,
Gujarat, most Gujarat doesn't speak Hindi.
Correct.
All right? Okay.
Yeah, even
most Maharashtra doesn't speak Hindi.
But hear me out.
Most,
Hear me out.
80% of the hear me out. 80% of the northeast doesn't speak Hindi. 80% of the south doesn't speak Hindi.
Uttar Pradesh, Bihar, specifically Bihar, because I know some of those young men and women, absolutely bright, way more brighter than any of us, have suffered only because of English. They have command on their local languages.
This is
Hindi.
what people in Tamil Nadu say about Hindi.
I'm sure. So now, how are you saying that English is a better language?
Bridge the gap with English. Why do you want to bridge the gap with Hindi?
So how do you decide that English is a better language?
Because the way you decide
I'll
Hindi
tell
is
you
better.
right? Pooja, cold, hard facts in terms of figures. Why English? Not a better. Nobody's saying it's a better language. Why English could be used as a better language to communicate, as a link language. And why Hindi fails? Look at your states where English is more acceptable and spoken than Hindi.
And
you
look
will
at
find
internationally.
the percentage is over 35%.
But we are looking internationally. Why are we not looking at what India's language and pride is?
Why is Hindi a language of
my view
pride?
is Hindi anyway in the Hindi belt entirely is already a medium of instruction.
Yes.
The examinations happen in Hindi. It
And
does not
English
happen in
also.
many states of the regional
Also
language.
English.
Look, there are-
It's not like
While you have your mother, when the medium of instruction is in your mother tongue, it already gives you a jump start. So why are we prioritizing the Hindi belt over the South?
I
For
think
that matter, most of your central exams are in 2 languages, English and Hindi. So, you don't have any of your regional languages, respect, accommodation there.
I agree
There's
with-
no question of that then suddenly.
I think the point is that this is mostly about politics. It's not about increasing the
agreed.
functionality of languages. By all means, everyone should learn as many languages as they want, but let's not mix functionality with politics. Thanks for watching.